What's going on, everybody? Dealer No Deal here, and today we are playing some Kill Confirmed on Village, and using the ACR today. But I want to explain why, because it's not something I would really use out of choice. It's the last assault rifle that I need to get gold, so I have to use it eventually. So I'm using it very sparingly. I'm not kind of using it every game, because I am trying to level up other guns as well. I've been using a lot of, shotguns and snipers recently, which kind of sucks because it's hard to get a good game with those. So it's more of like whenever I put the ACR back on or something like that is when I could potentially get a good game. Or not even potentially, because I find that whenever I put the ACR on, games go really well for me. Like this game here, it's actually a MOAB gameplay. And another thing is it's actually a really good game overall. See, I've gotten MOABs before, but the KD spread was okay. It was just like an average or a decent game. This game is just amazing. I'm not positive, but I think the score is like 47-2, something like that. That's actually probably my best score ever in terms of like a KD spread. And, it was a MOAB. But it was because of the ACR, I'm not going to lie. The ACR just absolutely helped me here. And it's just sad, granted, it is once in a while kind of fun to use a gun that's just absolutely amazing, but I just don't like it. But enough about that. Anyways, it's been a little while since I made a video. I didn't mean to do that. There's just been a lot going on. First off, I've been playing Mass Effect. I was playing 2 before 3 came out, and then once 3 came out, I got that. And I'm not gonna lie, it's an amazing game. It's an amazing series, and it's something that I'll definitely play over Call of Duty. Something that I kind of thought about recently. It was before Mass Effect 3 actually came out, but it was something that definitely crossed my mind. I will play a single-player game over a multiplayer game any day, because single-player games are the best. It's where we started from, back from the regular Nintendo, PlayStation 1. Granted, there was some multiplayer, but it was local, and local multiplayer is always fun too. But a single-player game, the experience that you can get out of it, I think is much more rewarding than a multiplayer. Because I'm not trying to compete against anyone, I'm just kind of playing for my own enjoyment, which is what video games are really supposed to be. So, coming to Mass Effect, when I played 2, I absolutely loved it. I had an amazing time. I loved the game. And, it kind of, like, revitalized my passion for gaming, because it was just something I haven't done before. Or, not before, but something I haven't done recently, because I've been playing a lot of multiplayer. And then once Mass Effect 3 came out, I've been playing the crap out of it, and I love it. It's an amazing series in its own. But just the fact that I kind of needed to go back to a single-player game to kind of get that awesome feeling of gaming again, the reward of doing well and just not having to stress out at all, not having to get mad. It's nice. So I haven't played Call of Duty in a while, almost maybe even almost 3 weeks now. I'll play once in a while, but I'm not into it, so I don't really care. I do have a lot of gameplay saved, but I've also been busy just, on my own, because last week was spring break for colleges, so all my friends came back, and of course when they're back I spend a lot of time with them, pretty much as possible, because I only had a week to hang out with them, so, we did a lot of different things. There was some Mass Effect, obviously, because everyone else bought it, but one thing that really stood out that was really fun is we went hiking on a mountain. Now the mountain, I think it was called Mount Everett. It touched the Appalachian Trail. So, though I didn't actually go on the Appalachian Trail, I basically was right next to it. So, for the sake of the topic, I'll say that I was hiking on the Appalachian Trail, even though I didn't travel down it or actually even get on it. I was like 3 minutes away, but it was nice. It was a really cool experience because I don't go outdoors much. I like to stay inside. I use all electronic devices and the internet and stuff, which is kind of like what a lot of kids do this generation. But you know, my friend, he's very outdoorsy and he likes to go camping. So when he suggested the idea, I was like, yeah, you know what? It's something new, something different, something I haven't done before. So let's do it. And it was he, myself, and two others, two of my other friends. So you know, the car ride was I think like 2.5 hours, and it was fun. You know, we just passed the time. It was nice because the car ride went by really fast because there were just a lot of good conversations going on, which is nice. You know, you think about it, and it's like conversation. Sometimes it's all right, sometimes it's boring, but when good conversations happen, time flies, and you know, good conversations always seem to come up in the strangest of places, which is why you know, if you're definitely somewhere like around a campfire or in a car, something where there's not a whole lot of distractions to distract everyone from jumping into a conversation, you can have some really nice conversations. And I know it's kind of strange, you know, I'm like talking about conversations and how good they are, but no, really, I mean, I enjoy a nice conversation. So just saying, if you're ever in a place with friends where there's like no distractions, like a TV or video games, you know, it'll be nice. Maybe you guys can get some deep conversations or just something interesting going on. It's nice. But anyways, after that car ride, we get to the mountain. And it was we took about 3 hours to get up the mountain to the campsite. And, you know, it just, I learned that I'm really not fit. Like, I know I'm not fit, but Jesus, I was bad at hiking. And my friend was too. I wasn't the only one. But, you know, after a rigorous journey, we did get up the mountain. And then even more gets wrong. We tried to start a fire. And we really didn't do a good job. We only had like embers, really. We never got an actual fire going. And it was cold, so that wasn't good. We couldn't really cook our food. I ended up eating nothing but like raw SpaghettiOs and raw hot dogs, which is just wonderful. And then our tents. There were these wooden platforms that were brought up from the ground. And we were like, okay, that's a good spot to do it because it's dry, because it was all muddy around us. Now, you think that was a good idea. Well, here's the flaw. By putting it on top of a wooden platform, which is just, you know, planks, the cold air will go underneath the platform and come up through the wood, you know, through the cracks of the wood and everything. So when we slept in the tent, there was cold air coming up from below us as well as all around us. Whereas if we just put it on the ground, you know, we wouldn't have been so cold from the bottom. So, you know, there was another flaw, which wasn't too fun. And then it was just, you know, it was cold. There was 3 of us in one tent, and it was really tight, and we all kept waking each other up because I guess we all snore in our sleep. But it was funny because we kept waking one another up, but the other two would be asleep. It was yeah, it was very interesting. You know, we were all kind of like, shut up. It was you know, it was just funny. I thought it was hilarious, but yeah, overall, you know, there was a lot of bad to the trip. However, I had a great time. It was one of those experiences where I don't want to say like it sucked, but it's something that I wouldn't do again. So it wasn't a great experience, but at the same time, it was a nice, fun experience because there were some good times. You know, just hanging out with friends, having fun, doing something different. And then, you know, there was one part of the trip on the hike up where we reached this river, and it was really cool. I truly enjoyed that part. It was just you know, I'm not a person for sights too often. Like, I don't appreciate sights as much as other people do. But this was a very beautiful sight. You probably have never seen a river up close before like that. But just like the way it came down the mountain and the way the rocks were, and next to it was like another part of the river that was frozen. So it was really cool, you know. And there were other sights out going up the mountain too, because I tried taking some pictures with my iPod, and you know, I got some cool pictures of like one that's going down the mountain and stuff. It was just nice, and it was an experience. So, you know, if you've never camped outside before, maybe on a mountain or something of the nature, maybe try it, you know, get a group of friends and do it. It's you definitely have to prepare ahead of time though. A lot of thought has to go into it, but it is a nice experience, and you know, just being outdoors with your friends with no distractions around you, you can have a great time. And it was definitely you know, kind of a bonding experience as much as, you know, it definitely was, because like I was able to get closer with my friends, because like now it's like, okay, you know, if I'm gonna go camping in the outdoors with you, you know, I gotta trust you. Of course I trust my friends, but it just it builds upon that. But I've got kind of going all over the place with this commentary, and it's pretty much over at this point. This is a long game because not a lot of people were collecting dog tags. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the commentary. We try and get back into the swing of things soon because now everything's going back to normal. Still not playing Call of Duty too much, but you know what? Who needs to talk about the gameplay anyways? So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please rate and comment, and I will see you all in the next commentary. Peace.